Small things, little things are the things that matter most in life. How important to you is a thank you? When you do something for somebody, how important is a thank you? It's pretty important. How important is a smile? There's things in our world that are important, that are very small. The laugh. How important is the laugh? A merry heart maketh good like a medicine. Boy, aren't you glad that we can laugh? How about these 3 words? I love you. Is there any more powerful words in the universe than those 3 words? I love you. You know, Kathy just asked me the other day, she said, Mark, how come you never say I love you anymore? I said, look, I told you 40 years ago when we got married, if it changes, I'll let you know, right? You know, true story, we did actually celebrate our 40th anniversary this year. Yeah? We did 40 years. We got married when we were 8. I mean, really look at me. I mean, seriously. And it was a funny thing. We're out for dinner on our anniversary. And, of course, I had to tell everybody. And so I told the waitress it was our 40th anniversary. And she asked this question. She said, what's the secret to being married 40 years? Without missing a beat, Kathy says, well, I guess the secret has been we've both been in love with the same man for 40 years. But all joking aside, I mean, how important are the little things in life? If you want to be successful in your marriage, successful in your relationships, successful in your friendships, successful in your business or in your career, I'm telling you, the little things are the things that are going to matter the most. And so here's what I found about Jesus when I read the gospel, is that he's actually preoccupied with the little things, not the big things. And there are so many stories. There's a dozen stories I could tell you today about how Jesus focuses in on the small and the little things. But I'm just going to tell you one. It's one you're all familiar with. We call it the parable of the talents. And here's how the story goes. Jesus is telling the story about this master. He had these 3 servants, and he gives one 5 talents, and one 2 talents, and one 1 talent. You remember this story? And he tells them to go out and do business with them and then come back, and he's going to see how they did. And you remember what happened. The one who had 5 gained 5 more. The one who had 2 gained 2 more. And the one who had 1, what did he do with it? Buried it, and it didn't multiply, it became nothing. And I love the fact that it uses the word talents. And even though that is a term of money in Jesus' day, I look out and I can't help but think about skills and talents. And, you know, we always say that all men are created equal. Well, we're of equal value, but let's face it, we're not all created equal. Some people are 5-talent people. Some people are 2-talent people. We have more skills. Some people have more skills than others. Elon Musk is not 5 times smarter than me. He's like 1,000 times smarter than me. Roger Federer is 1,000 times better tennis player than I am. You know, Michael Jordan is 1,000 times better basketball player than you are. Men and women, we're not all created equal. But you see, that's not what matters in this story. Because he gave the same reward to the person who had 5 to the person who had 2, and he would have given the same reward to the person who had 1, except he didn't do anything. So there was a commendation, exactly the same commendation, to the one who got 5 talents and the one who got 2 talents, and a condemnation for the one who had 1 and didn't use it. And this is what Jesus' words are, and this is where we're going to land. It's Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. It says this. His master said to him, this is the one with the 5 or with the 10, because he said, the 2, because he said exactly the same thing both times. His master said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. Say a little. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. What is Jesus saying? He's saying it doesn't matter what you start with. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what skills and talents and money and upbringing. None of that really matters. We're never going to all have the same in this life. What matters is that we are faithful in whatever little that God has given us. And the only way you're going to get much is if you are faithful in the little things. Every little thing.